And now, live from Gold Light Studios, it's time for Season 3 of One Interview Night with Nickbear! And now, here's your host, the bear himself, Nickbear!
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Nickbear, and welcome back to another episode of One Interview Night with Nickbear. Actually, welcome to Season 3! Haha, that's right. You know, I've been really excited to get Season 3 on the road because, you want to know why? Because I really miss doing this show, at least quite a bit. But, however, though, I want to kick things off with something special. I know I keep saying that a lot, but this, for real this time, it actually is special. Because we have a really, really special guest here to kick off Season 3. To kick off Season 3, I would like to introduce a very special guest, and that is Mr. Ryan Boyd. Caloric Leader 9. I hope I said that right.
You were close. It's caloric leader now. But you were close. You were close.
Well, anyways, it is much of a big honor to have you tonight. Is this actually your very first time being interviewed?
No, I've been interviewed a couple times before. In fact, last year I did my first full on in-depth interview for a friend of mine, Joey Wiggle, for his podcast show. So this is my second. I think this is my second full-length interview that I've done.
Ah, I see. So, I guess this may consider be your second time. Alright. Now, without any further delay, I always do this in my show. Alright. It's question time, as always. Hope you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright. Question number 1. What inspired you to get started on YouTube?
So yeah, I first discovered YouTube around 2007 when I was 8 years old, though I didn't make an actual, my own YouTube channel until I was 15 in 2014. I love, entertaining people, and it's something I always, love to do, and, but I never thought, that someone could just, make a YouTube channel and just, upload to that. And it didn't really get into my mind until around that time. And then one day in early 2014, I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try and see if I can, do this. So I made Caloric Leader 9, which by the way, Caloric Leader 9, I've actually went in full depth on this in Joey Wiggles' podcast. But Caloric Leader 9 literally means nothing. It was an Xbox 360 username it was like a random name generator Xbox 360 username that I had back in 2007. So technically the name Caloric Leader 9 has existed for almost 20 something years. So when I made the YouTube channel, it just made sense that I just used my Xbox 360 username, because I couldn't come up with anything else at the time to name the channel. So I just called it Caloric Leader 9, and it just, it's stuck since then. And and I've been doing this for over 11 years now. 12 years almost will be this March. But yeah, I always loved doing this. I always loved my fans. I love doing what I do. I've made so many incredible friends and fans throughout my journey, especially you. But yeah, I love doing what I do, and it's just been amazing.
Wow. 2014. That's actually one more year before me, actually. Because I actually started in 2015.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Alright. And speaking of friends, let's move on to our second question for you. Question number 2. when did you meet some of these some friends like Isaiah, Joey, and the rest of them from your friends list?
So the first friend actually that I actually worked with on the channel was a guy named Nicholas Wolski. In fact, when we first started on the channel, it was literally me and Nick the first year. However, I ended up moving. We had some issues with our friendship at the time, which we've since resolved, and now we're very close friends now. But yeah, Nick was the first one on the channel. He lasted for like a year, and then in 2015, my computer died, and so I went on a big, huge break. Then in 2016, I resurfaced on YouTube, this time through a friend of mine named My Jazzy Mac. Jason's best known for doing a series on his channel called the Play Along series, which is basically a series where he takes like a video like Barney, for example, but he imagines like he is in the actual video itself. And it's literally an amazing thing. And I used to be a fan of Barney, you know, as a kid growing up. Then somewhere around 2007, I grew out of it. But it wasn't until around 2014, the same time I started my channel, that I discovered it through YouTube one day. And apparently people started uploading it. Apparently it was allowed. So yeah, that kind of reignited my interest in Barney. But it wasn't until I joined Jason's Play Along game that it really reignited my passion for Barney. And I've been a full-time fan again ever since then. But yeah, and Jason and I this year are celebrating 10 years of friendship this May. I've known Jason since May 9th of 2016. And yeah, and then a month later, that's when I first started doing play-alongs with him. So yeah, so Jason really was the first friend that really kind of brought me out of my shell, and that kind of evolved into more friendships I would make. Through him, I met Isaiah Smith, who literally I literally call this dude my brother. Through Isaiah, I met some of the people, you know, in the Blues Clues community. Jason also introduced me to more friends of his. And, you know, I can go on, but I just have so many online friends now. Some that I met through Jason, some that I met through other friends, and just, I'm really happy of all the friendships I've made over the years. And sure, there have been some friendships that unfortunately that I've lost over the years, sacrificed, either because we lost touch or because they ended up, you know, using me and stuff like that. But, you know, but to this day, you know, I'm grateful for Jason, because had it been for Jason, I would not have made all the incredible friends that I've today.
That is honestly insane. Like, just through almost one guy that got you into these friendships.
Yeah, Jason is a very, very important person in my life. You know, I credit him literally for making me the person who I am today. If it weren't for Jason, like, Jason is literally the person who I look up to, and I still look up to him to this very day. You know, he's that inspiring. And the fact he's grown so much since then is amazing as well. So he's a very inspiring person.
Well darn said. All right. Question number 3. Speaking of play-alongs, when you decided to go on and make play-along content, so how does it make you feel that you're still doing play-along content today?
It's honestly great, you know, and I have Jason, again, I have Jason to thank for that, because he was the one who really started off the play-along series. And then, you know, that inspired me to wanting to do my own. So I asked him if I can do my own play-along series, and he said, absolutely, sure. Just make sure you credit me. And I said, yeah, absolutely, I'll credit you. And, you know, and at first, you know, really nothing happened. But over the last couple of years, especially like starting around the time of my channel's 10-year anniversary, a ton of my videos, play-along videos included, they're in the thousands of views. And like, I never had that many views before then, and it's just absolutely insane of how many views I'm getting in the play-along series today. In fact, one of the play-along videos, my second release play-along to Barney's Magical Musical Adventure, became the first Caloric Clear 9 video in 2023 to reach over 100,000 views. And that to me was a massive milestone for the channel because I never thought that a video of mine on the channel would reach so many people and would impact so many people like it did. And, and again, I have Jason to credit for that because had I not took the risk and asked him to do my own version of the Play-Along series, the Calorically 9 Play-Along series wouldn't be where it is today. And I have him to thank for that. And really thanks to Jason that I have new people who discover me and who are discovering my videos. Even I have friends who are like, oh, Jason and Ryan's Play-Along series are both incredible, and it's honestly really incredible. And, I love doing these videos. It takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort to make these videos. It is definitely not easy, but the final product, like once we're all said and done, it's truly amazing. I'm very happy to still do it, and I'm still going to continue doing it.
That is well said. And I can honestly say the same with my interview show, because I know I've been doing this for, I think, a long time now, but even though I'm kind of short on episodes, but I'm going to try my best to actually bring more episodes to the people, because I really love to entertain people as well.
Well said, man. Well said.
Yeah. Alright, so anyways, question number 4. Do you have any other interests, more interest? Like, I know you're like, I know you like do like Barney and all that, but is there any more interests that you have?
Outside of YouTube, I love filmmaking. I love also photography. I've been doing that. Also, I love reading. I'm always a person who wants to be in the know of everything. Also, I have recently started getting stuff with computers. I forgot what it was called, but it's something I've been learning for the last year. It's not coming to my mind at the moment, but yeah. My hobbies, I will say my hobbies are kind of a bit limited, especially, since I have a spectrum disorder, and, with that, your sometimes interest will be limited to others. But, I think that's what makes me unique, because there's some places where I'm good at, and there's some places where, I need some work and not so good at. But yeah, but I love being in the know. I love, anything involving with film. That's my passion all the way.
Well said, honestly, because, I do believe, I think I was, like, doing it in the middle of filmmaking, but I'm still trying to get there at the moment. It's gonna probably take me some time. Alright, question number 5. I hope you're ready for question number 5, because I hope this is not too unexpected for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so when you do, like, other things, like, than just filmmaking and all that, so do you usually hang around a lot with your friends?
Yeah, I'm gonna be frankly honest. I barely have any IRL friends. Most of the friendships that I've made have mostly been online. Not saying that I have IRL friends. I do have some IRL, but the friendships I mostly have are mostly online. And I think it's something that I'm more comfortable with, because I have, very chronic anxiety. And being in public settings, for me, is very, very overwhelming. I mean, it's something that I'm trying to overcome. But especially like now, of all the friendship that I've made online over the years, I, realized that I'm more of an online friendship person rather than an IRL friendship person. And that's okay. Again, people have their own little niche. But yeah, but do I wish I had more IRL friends? Yeah, I totally wish that. But my preferred friendships are, online. It's just somewhere where I feel safe and you know. It's just something that I'm more comfortable with.
Interesting answer, because, honestly, I think I can relate. At least a little bit of that. Here we go. Alright, so, in my show, we'll throw in one more bonus question for you. How's that?
Alright?
Okay, so, question number 6, aka the bonus question, is... No drum roll this time. What is your at least best moments with your friends? Your best moments.
Ooh, there's a lot of moments. I think my favorite moment actually happened a few years ago, 2024. It was right around my birthday actually, and this was a few days before my birthday, and I was on Bingle Live, which is a show that my friend Matt Bingle does. And around the time of that, my channel was nearing 5,000 subscribers. And while I was on Bingle Live, I decided to check on my channel to see how it was doing thing. And I noticed that my channel was nearing the 5,000, mark. And I just remember making, my friends were all excited. I made a post about it, and I was like, it would be so cool if this happened during the stream, right? And literally within a couple minutes later, I look again. I think it was Jake who actually said that. Who said that in the moment. But he's like, I think you did it. What? And I look at my channel, and I'm like, holy f***, I got 5,000 subscribers. So literally during the stream, I got 5,000 subscribers. Literally days before my birthday. It was so insane. Because not only I got to experience it with my friends, I got to experience it with the chat. We all got to experience it together, and it was such a beautiful and amazing moment. And that's what always comes to my mind when people, ask me that question, because that was honestly an amazing moment for both me, the channel, and everyone who experienced it.
Gotta be honest, that is a good moment. Oh, and also, I did notice that what you just said, but don't worry. I have my editor censor that. Do you think you can censor that one?
Don't worry, I got it taken care of.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, by the way.
It's okay. My editors are always at work, censoring anything if they come across it. So you're all good. So, what a way to kick off the season. Honestly, Ryan Boyd, it was such an honor interviewing you.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here, man. Thank you so much for this.
Absolutely, no problem. Alright, so, I think it was honestly a great way still to kick off Season 3. But most importantly, I do also have to ask this. Do you have any future plans after this?
Well, I do have more play-alongs that I'm making. I have some upcoming stuff for the channel, big exciting plans. Yeah, we have a lot in store. All I can really say to the fans out there, stay tuned for what's to come. You never know what will happen, just keep your eyes out and stay tuned.
That's what I always say. Well said. Well, Ryan Boyd, all I'm going to say is thank you so much for coming down tonight.
Thank you. It was an honor to be here.
Yeah, I know some people may get the chance, but you're a special case. Alright, well, that will do for this very special first episode of Season 3. I know I haven't got around to making episodes as much, but I'm planning on changing that if I can. But just in case if I do, I might slow down a bit. But, that's just how content creators work. Without any further delay, I would like to thank you, everybody, so much for watching episode of One Interview Night with Nickbear. And as always, have a good and safe night, everybody. Good night, everybody. Bye.